Good morning, Deputy Faulk. What's up, man? How you doing, sir?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? All right, so what we're gonna do is basically before we go out on this run,
okay,
we gotta do a little warm up.
Ooh, okay.
All right, I think the warm up is important for anybody because, all right, I'll give you an analogy about the warm up. Okay. It's like, for an example, you put a rubber band inside in the freezer, and then you take it out and you try to just pull it. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna break.
Probably gonna break, right?
It's gonna break.
And so therefore, the same thing. Think about your muscles, your hamstrings, and things like that. So we do a little simple warm up, real quick, not too much. All right, just stretch out.
Okay.
Left leg.
Oh, I'm tight, man. I'm tight. I'm definitely tight. All that working out I've been doing.
Yeah, all right. Right leg. All right. And also, this is one of my favorite workouts. All right. Work out the hamstring a little bit. It's called Through the Tunnel.
Fruity tunnel?
Through the tunnel,
Oh,
not
through
fruity
the tunnel.
tunnel. All right, through the tunnel, brother. All right. So you spread your legs a little bit and just reach all the way through.
Through the tunnel?
Yeah, through the tunnel. It's about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Oof. All right, so what we're gonna do is basically just go for a mile run.
Little mile?
Little mile, just have a conversation.
Okay.
All right. This is Miles with Deputy Faulk.
Awesome.
And we're just gonna jump straight into it.
Okay, let's do it.
So this is the first episode here of Miles with Deputy Faulk. Let me start my watch again. But we end up running 3 miles.
For real.
All right. And so.
No, I can't do 3 miles, man. You told me I didn't need water.
About a mile, 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles is all the same. It's called Miles with Deputy Faulk, not Mile with Deputy Faulk.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right, so explain, what is Miles with Deputy Faulk?
So Miles with Deputy Faulk is a concept that I came up with. There's an old saying that says, that speaks about the importance of breaking down walls. And I'm the type of person to believe if you want to break down a wall, you got to approach it. And so the goal of Miles with Deputy Faulk is to afford the viewers an opportunity to see the other side of law enforcement. Maybe you don't know a cop. Maybe the cops you know, all right, you're afraid to ask them a question. So I created Miles with Deputy Faulk to combine my passion about running and working out to it's my way of connecting with the public. For them to ask me any question they want to, for me to have other officers who like to run, come talk about different things, anything that's on your mind. And so that's basically the concept in and of itself. There's no secret that there's a huge disconnect between law enforcement and this community. And so this is just my initiative of trying to bridge that gap a little bit.
Okay.
And that's basically Miles with Deputy Faulk.
Okay. That sounds like a really interesting concept. I'm honestly, if you can't tell, super excited to be a part of the first episode. What do I refer to you as? Deputy Faulk? You're a cop, right?
Yes, I'm a cop.
12,
yes, I'm
man.
a cop here. So we should run 12 miles.
No, maybe one day. So what got you into law enforcement is what I kind of want to understand.
Well, I mean, that's a long story. We would have to run more than a couple miles for me to finish that story.
Save that one.
In a nutshell, to be honest with you, I wasn't always a fan of law enforcement growing up. I grew up in New York a little bit, also in North Carolina, in Charlotte, North Carolina. And
I didn't know that. Queen City.
Yes. So a little bit of both. My parents were separated when I was younger.
Oh, wow.
So spent some time in both areas. But in a nutshell, what got me into law enforcement was I just wanted to be a part of something where I can make a positive change. Unfortunately, it's not the best narrative in the world about law enforcement as it stands right now. But I believe I have the personality, the people skills, just interpersonal skills to get along with others, and to be a part of something that can make a change. I wish I had an answer like everybody else. Hey, my father's father was a cop. It was passed on to me. That's not my story.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna make it my story. So again, I fundamentally believe in people should be safe. People shouldn't live in fear. And I have a job where I'm actually can help and assist and protect people. And so that's one of the reasons why I got into law enforcement.
That's awesome. I actually wanted to do law enforcement for a long time. Maybe it was more of like the childish mindset of being a superhero in a police uniform.
All right.
I never made it happen though.
Well, everybody has their reasons.
Yeah.
Everybody has their reasons. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I'm currently a lifeguard,
Okay.
so I still like helping people.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, I wanted to do it to be like a superhero or whatever, but I still feel like a superhero because the kids look at me and they say, "Are you gonna save me if I drown?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got you.
So
I'm here
again,
to protect and serve."
so that's pretty cool. So again, that just goes to show you that this channel is just not designated for cops. It's anybody who wants to run with a cop
Awesome.
and have a conversation.
Love that.
So I can care less what you do. I mean, and it's not no shot to anybody who does it. You can work at McDonald's. Hey, I want to run with Deputy Faulk. I got a couple questions for him. I don't like that guy. I got a couple questions for him. Well, if you don't like me, we're going to run for 10 miles. But other than that, we can run for a couple. We got
Once you're in my domain, you come to the pool, swim a couple laps. You probably not gonna like that.
Nah, I'm not gonna like that. So we'll run 1 mile today.
Okay.
Instead of several.
Not ready for that one.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little bit more physically fit
Okay.
than most cops. And
That was a low blow.
That's
That was a low blow.
that's the shot.
That's a shot. That is a shot. But before we got here, I ran 2 miles as a warm up. Just so you know.
Where we at right now?
Just keep running.
Oh man. 'Cause we got a long way back to that parking lot already.
Yes, sir. Again, miles with Deputy Faulk,
Yeah.
not mile. What we'll do is we'll go a little bit longer, flip it around,
Yeah.
and then head back. Hey, so do you have any other questions for me?
For you?
Yeah.
You wanna cut through here?
No.
Oh, you know how to get back from going through this neighborhood.
Nope. We're gonna find out together.
Oh my God. Okay. What do you feel like is the biggest benefit of you going into law enforcement and becoming a police officer over the last few years? What has it taught you? Biggest life lesson?
I guess that's a deep question. I mean,
Yeah.
the biggest life lesson that I have learned is don't forget that you're human. And I know that may sound cliche to a lot of people, but unfortunately, I mean, this would be my advice to myself and to my fellow officers. Whether you're in the academy now, a rookie, don't forget the people that you serve are just like you. And the importance of being humble.
Oh wow.
You know, being humble goes a long way in this profession. I'll tell you a quick story.
Okay.
We're gonna hit that yellow sign and turn around. One of the things I will say about being humble, going back to the story, I remember, obviously as a cop, I don't enjoy it, but there comes a time where you have to, unfortunately, arrest people.
Yeah.
And I try to be most fair as possible. You know, give people the benefit of the doubt. Realize that one, no one calls the cops when they're having a good day. Right? No one gets a bonus check and say, hey, let me call this cop and take him out to dinner, right?
Okay.
So having said that, when you meet people at their worst, you have to be at your best.
Wow. I really like
So
that one.
having said that, yeah. So having said that, maybe we can get them to run
Yeah, for
for
real.
miles of Deputy Faulk. So having,
Nobody calls the cops, take them out to dinner.
yeah, no way.
Wait, say that other thing you said again. Never went on worst day, I'm on the best day.
Yeah, so basically, you have to understand and realize that when they're on having their worst day, it has to be your best day, despite no matter what call you just came from or whatever it is. So going back to my story, I arrested this guy without leaving out certain details. We're leaving out certain details.
Hey, what was his first and last name at least?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay.
So I arrested this guy. 3 weeks later, I saw him out Outside, I was with my wife and my kids.
Outside where? Your house?
Outside in public.
Oh, okay.
I saw him, and let's just say, had I been a jerk to this guy,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, he was arrested on not so serious charges,
Don't worry.
but enough charges where
Yeah.
it caused some concern.
Yeah.
And having said that, you have to realize, had I been a jerk to this guy, had I did this, he could have harmed me and my family without me even knowing. In fact, a guy actually came up to me. I know it's hard to believe, but a guy actually came up to me and thanked me.
For arresting him?
Not for arrest.
Oh.
I don't think nobody wants to be arrested, but also just thanking me, just how I treated him. With respect. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make your life hard. That's what I talked about. Don't forget the humane aspect of being a cop.
Yeah.
So when we talk about life lessons, I guess that's the main life lesson that I got.
Wow. That's deep, man. If I become a cop one day, I'm gonna tell them where I got my inspiration from.
Well, live PD, Patrol Live.
Live PD. I want to get in those facts. You plan on nominating another deputy for this?
Yeah, of course. So actually, there's a few deputies in my department that I actually challenged a long time ago to a mile and a half run.
And they did it, of course.
No. I challenged 5 deputies. None of them did it except for one. So I actually am going to nominate this deputy to come out and run with me again. So if you have any comments below that you have for me or for this other deputy, he's actually a K9 officer, Zaid Abdullah. Hopefully I can actually get his dog to run with us as well. That'll be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
But I nominate him to come.